Welcome to our video on the unification of the Italian peninsula and its tumultuous period before the unification. We will also look at the tense diplomacy, wars, conquests, and much more. The Italian peninsula, before its grand unification under the kings of the north and in the south by the newly restored Roman kingdom, was a land torn by endless wars and rebellions, where kingdoms and empires rose and fell amid waves of foreign conquest. This is the war-torn peninsula of Italy. Before our story even begins, we witness a major foreign invasion by the rising kingdom of the Bosnians. Their armies were led by hardened veterans, soldiers seasoned by years of battle. In contrast, the small and inexperienced Roman army stood as a fragile defense, their sovereignty hanging by a thread. To the north, the Italians under King Denvi I prepare for what may come next, an Austrian invasion sweeping down upon the peninsula. But then, tragedy strikes. The king who once held the Italians together in the north dies under mysterious circumstances. Some say he fled to Switzerland, perhaps, or the Netherlands. Only time will tell what truly became of him. In his absence, the Italians scramble to find a new ruler to unite the fragile domains he left behind. Their search fails, and soon, Italy descends into chaos. A civil war erupts. One faction, led by Gabriel I, the other by the former papal legate, Valentino the Italian. Quickly, both factions call upon the armies of Italy to join their cause, not their rivals, for neither side dares to strengthen the enemy. Gabriel's campaigns to win the loyalty of these forces, however, largely fail. One by one, the legions flock to Valentino's banner, and as tensions rise across the peninsula, both sides steel themselves for the coming war. But as fate would have it, Valentino's rival for the throne soon fell from grace. His harsh policies of heavy taxation and his failure to win the loyalty of the legions turned many against him. Those once sworn to serve him began to plot his downfall. In the end, they struck an assassination that ended his rule in blood. His severed head was delivered to the newly crowned King of Italy, Valentino the Italian. And so, in the north, Italy stood united once more under a single crown. Meanwhile, in the south, Rome had not waited. They moved swiftly, seizing the moment. With what little forces they could muster, they struck at the Italian city-states, seeking to establish regional Roman hegemony in preparation for the anticipated Romano-Bosnian War. The Roman leader, Panducus I, acted decisively, sending his armies to secure the provinces of Latium and Campania. In the south, his forces achieved victory, but in the north, they met fierce resistance, suffering defeat at the hands of the Italian states of the Veii peoples. But now, Panducus returns to his royal court in Rome. There, a courtier approaches, a sealed letter in hand, marked with the crest of Bosnia. At first, Panducus assumes the worst, a declaration of war, vengeance for his recent conquests. Yet he is mistaken. The letter carries no threat, only an offer. Bosnia had seen opportunity in Rome's rising power and sought to use it for their own gain. Their demand was simple, yet bold. Appoint one of Bosnia's loyal courtiers as Pope in Rome to lend divine legitimacy to the future Bosnian Empire. In return, Bosnia would abandon its ambitions in Italy, leaving the peninsula to the Romans. The lands already taken by Bosnian arms would not be annexed, but instead ruled as a loyal puppet state beneath the Roman crown. And more, Bosnia promised to aid Rome in defeating the remaining Italian city-states, securing for Panducus and his kingdom dominion over nearly all of Italy. Thus, Italy lay united, no longer threatened by foreign invaders. In the north, a strong and unified Italian kingdom stood firm. In the south and center, the rising Roman kingdom grew ever more powerful, its gaze fixed upon new lands to conquer. In the next episode, we'll explore the rise of the Bosnian kingdom, its wars in Italy before the coming of Rome, its ascent from the rugged mountains of Bosnia to a regional power, and its latest campaigns across the Middle East and Greece. Thank you all for watching.